Hello, in this video I'm just going to go over just sculpting. So I'm just going to be shoring up the general shape. See how this is not quite following the silhouette exactly the way I want. I don't want subdiv, sorry. And then I'm going to bring this down, bring this down. It's pretty simple stuff. Front. Just trying to get that silhouette right. And then I'm checking my work on the other angles, seeing how they're kind of looking with the changes I made. If you're looking at the front, make sure that you pick a side. So I wouldn't try to get both of them right in the first go. Pick a side that looks good to you. There we go. So I'm picking the right side, screen right side. Then I am go over here, and that looks a lot sharper compared to mine. So I might use damn standard for that. Let's invert it, holding down Alt. Could even use a sharpen maybe, or pinch. Now I need that internal piece. Cutting this away a little bit more. Smoothing things out. Okay. And then a bit of a brow here, looks like. I like to use the clay tubes. Thing. So I'm going to add another piece. Let's do Cube 3D, and I'm going to do that line that's in the middle of the nose. Scale it down real thin. Down. Where'd it go? There it is. This way. Then I'm just gonna it up. Something like this. And then I'll look at it from the left. Do I see that at all from the profile? Not really. I'll move that back more, like this. And then I am going to combine these. And then I am going to use Dynamesh. And that looks a little too even, so just start using your move tools, get that shape right. smooth that out a bit. Like that. Okay. That kind of thing. And then there's this, wherever there's a tooth, it seems like there's this bump above it. So it kind of goes like that. And we can, something like this. Yeah, I think that's good for now. I might try to round this out a bit. Look at the front or the left. So you're constantly going back and forth because what you do sometimes can undo some stuff you did in the past. Or it doesn't look quite right. The bumps didn't look quite right for me. I'm gonna put these over here. So now I'm gonna get this cranium part. And I think I need more information on what exactly. I think this is just a bump. So let's do that part. Kind of like a weird thing that goes right there. Sure there's a purpose for it. I don't know what it is. Okay, something like that. And then there's some of these pieces here. And maybe that would be a good kind of thing to look up to see how that all kind of fits together. I'm going to pause it while I look it up. Okay, so I found this cool resource on, I searched Google skull orthographic different angles, and in here there was someone made all these pictures of a skull and all these different angles and the different pieces kind of disconnected by Ashton Creative, which is awesome. It kind of gives you much better understanding. Whoa, if I could actually zoom very good. So let's look at what those bottom pieces kind of look like. Oh, so it kind of does this kind of thing. And I'm going to save this and bring it into Pure Rough so I can kind of sculpt that better. Okay, so I have my images here. So there's this, it's pretty complicated stuff happening right there. So I'll do a more simplified approach to it at first usually, and I'll use the clay tubes. I would probably get very detailed if this was a piece that I thought was where I would see it in 360 in all angles. But since this is mainly just going to be sitting on the desk, oh, it does not like that. Then you're not really going to see the bottom of it. So I just masked it, and then I'm just going to move it down like this. To get that skull hole there. There we go. Like that. Then I'm going to use that to Dynamesh it. Ooh. I have some bad stuff going on right there. This stuff is the worst. If you see that kind of thing, let me undo. Actually, I'll make a video on how to fix that kind of stuff. I didn't see it there. It's best just to avoid that stuff. But since I did not see it, I can give you a video on how to fix it. Okay, let's use clay tubes. So looks like it gets a lot bumpy in here. This. And this piece goes up. And that cuts away like this. And yeah, looks pretty close. And just smooth it out a bit. Make it more naturalistic looking. Natural looking. Okay, so to fix this thing, what we can do is add a piece of geometry and put them together, basically. So, or like seal up that hole. So I'm going to append a Cube 3D. Thin it out, patch in the hole, basically. Put that down here. This, and then I'm going to use my move tool. Make sure mirror's on. Oop, can do better than that. Scale this down. Like that. Put it right about there. And then just move this around so I don't have to do a bunch of fixes later. Get and close that whole piece. This and there. So that looks fine. And now I'm going to combine these. Merge down. And then Dynamesh. Now I have a piece that does not have the holes in it. Just smooth out that spot a bit. There we are. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.